My reviewing Skylanders videos were very fun to make and it seemed as if you guys enjoyed them, but unfortunately it's come to a halt because we have no more games to talk about. But luckily, there are other groups of characters in this game that we can give short reviews to, starting with all of the villains from Trap Team. I'll be including every trappable villain from every level, including the expansion packs. So with that said, let's get right into it and I hope you enjoy. I think everyone can agree this sheep creep is pretty lame, and there's not much else to talk about. The Gulper, on the other hand, is also lame and there's nothing to talk about. You don't even get to fight him, which is a real shame. Tussle Sprout is so cute. Why would you ever want to fight this guy? I mean, look at him. Beak is yet another lame villain that you'd never actually want to use in real life. First, Slobbertooth copies Bash, and then Slobbertrap copies Slobbertooth for copying Bash. That's one pretty great anime plot twist. Bruiser Cruiser is fine, but for some strange reason I keep on calling him Cruiser Bruiser. I guess we'll never know why. Everyone bow down to the almighty broccoli guy. Chompy Meat is one of my favourite villains in this game. I loved him in Giants and I love him here. I love how Shredknot is supposed to reference the machines in Falling Forest, and honestly I quite enjoy it. Chill Bill is one of the most memorable villains in this game. What? You want to know why? Because it's Chill Bill. People never talk about Cuckoo Clocker, and it makes me sad. The only thing I really like about Bombshell is the pun in his name. Also, why is he the magic element? Chef Pepperjack is another very memorable villain, mainly because in his fight the difficulty spikes up incredibly from the previous levels. People that do locks are very scared of him. Braleris is just a lame version of Brawl and Chain. Mastermind is kinda cool, but I don't think I actually ever used him. I like Brawl and Chain. He's a pirate that likes hugs. What is there not to love? Don't get me wrong, there are some wacky villains, but Chomp Chest is just embarrassing. Not gonna lie, I just don't like Ice Cream at all. But I like almost everything about I-5, apart from the fact that he's a light element and I don't have a light trap. Isn't it strange how Hoodsucker is the only scary and intimidating villain we've talked about so far? Pinata gets a 10 out of 10 for originality. It's an evil pinata. Dreamcatcher is my least favourite Doom Raider. She's so boring compared to the others. As strange as it is, I'm pretty sure that Shield Shredder is my most played villain, and I have no idea why. Krankenstein is just a big boy Shield Shredder, and I don't really like him. Rage Mage is one of my favourite villains in this game. He's so hilarious. Let's be honest, the only reason that people remember Fisticuffs is because of Skyanders Academy. Scrapshooter is straight up terrifying. Look at what he does with his face. Some of you might know that I don't like Crankcase and Imaginators, but don't get me wrong, I think he's quite good in Trap Team. I think Cross Crow is Scottish, but sometimes it's hard to tell. Blastertron is my second favourite villain. I just love him, I think he's awesome. Remember what I said about Chef Pepperjack being a difficulty spike? Well, Wolfgang does the same thing, except times it by 100. Wolfgang is very difficult, no matter what difficulty you're on. Why am I being forced to defeat such cute villains? First Tussle Sprout, and now Grenade. Fredpack is a villain in this game, so that is something. If you didn't already know, Tycoon Crow is my favourite villain. I freaking love this guy. He's so cool, and he's even got his own level. You might not believe me at first, but trust me, if you've played against Bone Chompy, you'll know that this guy is actually really difficult to fight. I've mentioned this previously, but Graveclobber is absolutely terrifying. I mean, look at what he says to you when he appears.
I'm going to bury you.
Come on, Graveclobber, that's a little bit dark for a kid's game. Honestly, I think Bad Juju in Trap Team is pretty bland. I much prefer her in Imaginators. Well, here we are at the Golden Queen. Probably one of the most memorable Skylanders characters of all time, let alone just in Trap Team. One thing I can say I love about her is the boss fight and the boss fight music. It's all fantastic. Unfortunately, Trolling Thunder is the only expansion pack villain that I have access to at the moment, but he's still cool. Of course there's Lobgoblin, but as I said before, I don't have a late trip. My only problem with Chompy is the fact that the area that you find him in is a secret, and sometimes if you mess up, then you won't be able to find him. Also, shouldn't he be a good guy since he's in the Mirror of Mystery? Mablobs is got to be one of the most interesting characters in this game, because there's a lot of theories going around that Mablobs is actually blobbers but evil. I mean, he's got blobs in his name, so yeah. What the heck is Nightshade? He's the ugliest thing I've ever seen in my life. Even though I don't have the Sunscraper Spire, I love Luminous, because of the anime plot twist of course. Smokescream himself isn't that amazing, but his villain theme is an absolute jam. And here we are, finally on to Chaos, the last villain. And even if I bet him, I wouldn't be able to play as him because I got a free Chaos trap, but guess what? It doesn't even freaking work. So that's just awesome. Well, that's it for this video guys. I hope you all enjoyed. Make sure to comment down below what your favourite villain is in this game, and I will see you all next time. But just before I go, if you didn't know, I now have a Discord server, and if you'd like to join, the link is in the description. But until next time, I'll see you all later. Goodbye.